Greetings, wrestling fans! Welcome back to another video, and today I'm going to be giving you guys a blast from the past video. Now, I know a lot of you guys are thinking, wow, blast from the past? Wow, I can't believe you're actually doing these videos. You don't do a lot of them. Even though there's a really big series of these blast from the past videos, yeah, I don't do as many as people expected. But I feel like I should only do them for the big pay-per-views, like your WrestleManias, your Summerslams, your Royal Rumbles, your Survivor Series. Should I consider Money in the Bank a big pay-per-view? Because I might start doing Money in the Bank blast from the past if you want to see them. But yeah, I'm kind of thinking of that's what I should really do. Just do them for the big pay-per-views if there's any particular pay-per-view I remember. And today, you guys are probably wondering, well, which blast from the past video are you going to be doing this time? Well, obviously you'll know this from the title. And tonight, I'm going to be reviewing SummerSlam 2011. Now, in my personal opinion, 2011 is one of my favorite years as a wrestling fan because as a younger kid, I just enjoyed it a lot more when I was younger. This was during my really young days when I just really loved the WWE, had so much love and passion for it, and, you know, I just loved watching it. It was just so much fun growing up. Nowadays, I don't feel the same way. I wish I did feel like a kid again, but, you know, it is what it is. But anyway, we have some matches on the card, not a lot of championships, only 3 championships were defended on this night. Yes, I'm actually not kidding you, the US Championships, the US Championship, IC Championship, and Tag Team titles were not defended at this pay-per-view, and I don't even remember who the champions were, outside of, you know, the ones that are obviously there. Obviously, outside of the ones obviously there. I don't remember who the US champion was. I believe it was Dolph Ziggler. I can't remember who the IC champion was. Maybe it was Drew McIntyre or Kofi Kingston. I can't remember. As for the tag team champions, I can't really remember for sure. Yeah, I can't really tell you and remember who the champions were. But I do remember who the Divas champion was in 2011. One of my all-time favorites, Kelly. She was defending her title on the pay-per-view. And I do remember who the World and WWE champions were because they were also there. But we're going to be talking about all those. I'm not going to be talking about the dark match because obviously I'm reading this off of Wikipedia. And, yeah, I'm not going to be going off the dark match. The dark match was Dolph Ziggler defeating Alex Riley because that's a dark match. No one cares about dark matches. So we're going to be jumping straight to the main card. I don't remember this pay-per-view all too much, so I don't really remember this pay-per-view all too much off my head if I really enjoyed it a lot. Well, as a young kid, of course I would have enjoyed it, but this pay-per-view is memorable for 3 reasons. There are only 3 reasons why I remember this pay-per-view. A, because of Kelly. B, because of Randy Orton and Christian having an amazing no disqualification, no holds barred match, and CM Punk and John Cena. That's really the only reasons. Those are really the only things I really remember about this pay-per-view. Oh, and Alberto Del Dipshit cashing in his Money in the Bank contract. Those are the main things that I remember about this show. So I'm probably not going to be talking about other things. Well, the things I don't really care about. So the opening match was Kofi Kingston, John Morrison, and Rey Mysterio versus The Miz, R-Truth, and Alberto Del Rio. A very random 6-man tag, I'll tell you that much. That's like that's just like going on your WWE game and you just hit random. And you're like, oh, I need a 6-man tag on a tag team match. So let's just hit random, and then you just get 6 random characters. You're like, there you go, there's a match. So that's basically what this 6-man tag is. Completely random and possibly served absolutely no purpose. The babyfaces got the win. Don't ask me who pinned who. I couldn't really remember. But Kofi, John, and Rey all got the victory over the heels. There Then we had Mark Henry taking on Sheamus, as how Santino Marella used to say his name. This is when Sheamus began his face turn. And honestly, guys, I miss this version of Sheamus. The babyface Sheamus from 2011 was possibly my favorite version of Sheamus. From 2011, 2012, 2013. I really liked that Sheamus. I miss this version of Sheamus. It's a shame for fame. Lost your head. A careless man could wind up dead. Oh man, I miss this Sheamus. Sheamus was always so entertaining and funny as a babyface. He took on Mark Henry. This was during Mark Henry's Hall of Pain, when he was doing that Hall of Pain gimmick, where he would injure people and he would put them all on the shelves, say, "Welcome to the Hall of Pain." That version of Mark Henry where he became world champion. So, Mark Henry would win the match by countout. I don't remember exactly how he won by countout, but he won by countout. And then after this match, we got the Divas. We got Kelly defending her Divas Championship against Beth Phoenix. I loved this feud, but also hated it. I more hated it because of how many times it was just Kelly or Eve versus Beth and Natalya. Like, literally, they had so many other women, or divas, on their roster, but mostly nearly every Raw or every SmackDown, it was either Kelly or Eve against Beth or Natty. Like 2011, they had an early growing AJ Lee, they had an early growing Caitlyn, Alicia Fox, they had the Bellas lurking around, they had a growing Funkadactyls, Cameron and Naomi. Like, they just didn't use a lot of their other women. Even if they did, it was just in random women's tags. It was either Kelly tagging with AJ or Fox against like a different version. Like it would always be like AJ. It would always be like Kelly and Eve pairing up with other women against Beth, Natty, and another pair of women, like the Bellas or something. That's all the Divas matches were back then. Not really a big fan of that. Like, they didn't have a big, ginormous division at the time. I think Maurice was still around during this time period. But yeah, I really wanted to see Kelly feud with other people as Divas Champion, but her entire Divas Championship run was just Beth Phoenix. She beat Brie Bella for the title, rematched Brie at Money in the Bank, beat her, and then it was just Beth Phoenix. I wanted to see Kelly feud with other people with the Divas title, but yeah, it was just Beth for the rest of her run. I believe this was the one where they were in Buffalo? Where they were in Beth's hometown? No, this is Los Angeles. This was in Los Angeles. No, this was in Los Angeles. Night of Champions was Beth's hometown. So Kelly would retain the Divas Championship here. Beth would go for a Glam Slam, but Kelly would reverse it into a roll-up to score the win. I do remember that, however. Funny that. Wade Barrett battled Daniel Bryan in an 11-minute match. Well, it sounded like Wade Barrett was the IC champion, but I don't know if he defended the title or not. That's very weird. For the match to go on that long, it sounded like it was a very competitive match. Wade Barrett would get the win. If Wade was the IC champion, why didn't they defend it? Like I said, I can't remember who the champions were back then. And then came my favourite match on the card. Randy Orton took on Christian for the World Heavyweight Championship. I remember this storyline. This was a really good storyline I enjoyed with Randy Orton and Christian. Christian became a heel. He became obsessed with being World Champion. He was pissed off that he lost the World Championship in about 6 days. I remember that episode of SmackDown so fondly when me and my brother watched it back then. I just loved that episode. My brother was so pissed that Christian lost the title so quickly, while me, being the typical Randy Orton fan, was so happy that my boy won. It was such a great... I actually enjoyed Christian and Randy's matches, but this one right here was my favourite. Christian tried to get Edge on his side, but Edge casted him aside. I remember Edge being there. But this match was no disqualification. It was a no-holds-barred match. This basically ended their feud. I really did enjoy this. Even though Christian didn't last very long, even though Christian's reigns as world champion weren't very long, at least Christian can say he was a world champion. Randy Orton got the win with with an RKO from out of nowhere on steel steps. I recommend this match. If you have not seen this match, I recommend it. It should be on WWE's channel. It should be on the channel somewhere. But I really, really recommend this match. This match is fantastic. You want to watch brutality? This match was so much fun. I remember this match very fondly. One of my favorite matches with Randy Orton and Christian in 2011. Randy Orton won the World Heavyweight Championship with an RKO on steel steps to end the feud with Christian once and for all. 23 minutes and 43 seconds. Very fun. I recommend giving this match a watch. Then the main event was CM Punk versus John Cena to determine the undisputed WWE Champion. CM Punk won the WWE title at Money in the Bank, and then he buggered off because his contract expired, and then he re-signed, then he came back, debuted Cult of Personality as his theme music, and then this is when CM Punk's... No. That was Survivor Series. He beat Alberto Del Dipshit at Survivor Series, and that's when his 400-plus day reign started. But yeah, Punk and John Cena was determined to find out who was going to be undisputed WWE Champion. Triple H was the special guest referee. CM Punk won this match. Now, I can't remember the specifics, but I think John Cena got screwed. I think he had his foot on the rope, but Triple H didn't see it. I mean, typical. Of course, John Cena isn't going to lose a match clean, isn't he? John Cena rarely ever lost matches clean. So I can't really remember the specifics here. I do remember something about John Cena not losing clean. But yeah, Punk won. And then Kevin Nash, for some reason, came back and gave CM Punk a jackknife powerbomb. This was weird to see Kevin Nash. And then Alberto Del Dipshit came running down with his Money in the Bank briefcase, cashed in, kicked Punk in the face with the Enziguri, and then pinned CM Punk to become WWE Champion. So yeah, Alberto Del Dipshit, Alberto Del Rio, became WWE Champion with his Money in the Bank cash-in. So Alberto Del Rio wasn't the only guy that cashed in after a crazy main event. So overall, my thoughts on this match card, it doesn't look good on paper, but overall, Kelly and Beth, Randy and Christian, and Punk and Cena, to me, made this pay-per-view solid. Those are just the three matches I remember the most. So there you go. I hope you guys enjoyed this blast from the past, and I will see you all next time. Be sure to hit like and subscribe. See you guys later.